Hey, welcome back to the channel. Good morning. It is really early in the morning here, but I thought, every once in a while it's important to sort of give an update on the heart of the system. So as you can see right here, the plumbing comes to the wall and it delivers down into this 75-gallon reservoir that was purchased on Amazon, and then I cut it out with a jigsaw and then retrofit it as a sump. And then as we get further into the heart of the sump, you can see that I keep the sump relatively bare bones. So a sock of carbon down here on some live rock, a spaghetti strainer on top of some live rock with some zeolites, and I am now running the second protein skimmer. Again, some additional efforts underway to bring nutrients down. Just another ploy, another thing to do. Yes, the wires look frayed out and a mess, but please keep in mind this room gets no visitation, and this is purely hobby grade, hobby room. And there is, it used to be kind of more of a desirable reef room, and then after much thought, I said, well, why do I really need that? Now here's, a clever attempt at a frag system. I had this Nuvo lying around, and what I did is I took the overflow kit off of the old 48 by 12 by 24 frag system that kind of came out into the room right here, and instead what I did is I like the stand and I like the way it was set up. I like the footprint too, so I went ahead and drilled this in the back partition here. I have several liters of humus, 5 liters of the biofill from Aquaforce, and that's pre-embedded probiotic bacteria. And then so that delivers, that's the safety right there, but the main drain delivers down in here. And as you can see, I have the carbon and a piece of rock there to sort of knock down the bubbles. And then down there's the return pump, and then the return pump comes up, it splits, and then it goes into the reef, the main reef, and then those are the return lines from it. So you can see the way the system flows. Now, in here is the frag system, and I'm doing this because I want redundancy on smoothies, and I also want to be able to offer the smooth collection up to the right collector. I'm not in this for any other reason except for the love. I'm not in it to make money on this channel, nor is that my intent is to be a seller. However, having really high-end corals, you almost have a due diligence to make sure that you circulate them. And I'm going to do so in such a way where I slowly control the release of my collection. I'm not going to flood the market with a ton of coral. When you think about the purple monster, that one in the obscurity of it has remained a prized piece, and it's because it hasn't been over circulated. Now also keep in mind it's a very finicky coral, and most of these smooth skins are finicky corals, and that warrants the additional cost. And if you're in the smoothie game, you understand what you're up against in the smooth corals. You understand there's losses. When you buy a pack of 10, you know that 6 are going to make it, right? And that's just the way it is. So yeah, so I cut recently. I went ahead and made a cut of the Pangs Purple Tip first cut, Ari's first cut, FHC, Hell on Earth, couple of those cuts, second time cutting, and then also the Kermit the Song from Battle Corals, and then Scott Moore, if you happen to watch, that's his first pack that he's going to get from me. He's a local guy. But yeah, so I thought, this is something I recently just set up. This is, again, an effort to extend and provide redundancy in a small confined system. This is only adding 30 gallons to the system, so it's really not anything that's even going to cause a blip on the radar. As you can see, some of the rock from the sump was put in here. The intent is with this light, this is going to get it going pretty active again. When it's in the sump, it becomes dormant, and just the nocturnal creatures tend to build on it. I wanted more of that life running through that system. Again, I know that's a little bit of a nightmare, but it is what it is. And up there is just a shelf of, again, more junk, but stuff that I can keep up there, reef related. And so, yeah, that's the heart of the system. I think I went over pretty much everything. The stones of the zeolites, the biofill in the back partition of this frag system. One last thing, because some people do ask about sort of my setup. So there's my setup in there of, my mineral dosing system, and then it just wraps around, and then it delivers right there. And that's just the ESV alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium. Thanks for watching.